I'm gonna be honest, anyone stuck in bronze, bro, like, just watch a video, man. Like, there is no reason anyone should be stuck in bronze. What's up, boys? We got another reaction video for you guys today, talking about how to get up every rank in 5 minutes, boys.
Yo guys, this is Judo. I'm a Celestial Dive Hero player that often plays Psylocke, Black Panther and Magic, and
I hate you, bro. You nasty boy.
sometimes Bucky. Today I'm gonna give you one tip for each rank in order to rank up fast.
Bro, am I the only one that's seen all those like Magic edits where like she's just prowling, watching, coming? Like, dude, that's this guy, bro.
This is a non-bullshit guide, so it's gonna be pretty fast. Bronze. You're just learning the basic game. Just focus on the core mechanics.
I'm gonna be honest, anyone stuck in bronze, bro, like, just watch a video, man. Like, there is no reason anyone should be stuck in bronze.
Of a hero shooter, and over time,
If you're
think
actually
you'll progress
trying.
to the next level pretty fast. Silver. You know how to move around, but now you need to learn the basics like simple aim and simple positioning. Things like if you stay in the enemy team, they're gonna kill you pretty fast, and if you're trying to kill a Spider-Man, as Wolverine, it won't do much. I still think over time you will get into the next rank, just play enough. Gold.
Nah, a good player would play Wolverine, run it down, dash strike into the friggin' Spider-Man, grab him by the balls and pummel into a wall and just massacre him, bro. Like, he ain't getting out of that, bro. He totally can't just swing out of it.
While your mechanics are not the best and also your positioning isn't, I would stick to one role right up until GM. Just pick 2 heroes you can play. I don't care if it's 2 DPS, 2 healers or 2 tanks or...
Okay, no. He's wrong here. He's wrong right here, bro. You know why? Because he's wrong. Bro, you do not need, you should have more than one character you're maining. 2 is fine, but do not have them be the same role. You need to have a DPS and a tank, a DPS and a support, or a support and tank, like something like that, because you are going to get terrible team comps, and team comps matter once you get into platinum and up. That's just my opinion from my experience climbing up. Also, pretty much every Grandmaster video and freaking One Above All video we've watched on here also says it. So it's like, maybe it's true. I don't know.
Any combination, just play them so you get good enough to make a difference. People will be mad that you're a one-trick pony, but at this stage, learning all heroes makes you kind of a 5 out of 10 in all of them, and that won't win many games. Glad.
Yeah, that's true. I think you should, let me word this properly. You should learn the basics of every character, right when you're starting. Like, go into quick play, learn all the characters, just like, as in, you don't need to be like super good with them. Just be like, oh, this is what he does, this is what she does, blah, blah, right? Then pick 2 characters at the very least of 2 different roles, like I said before, and then play in quick play with those characters until you feel comfortable, like until you are literally like MVP or SVP every game and you're like dropping bombs, you're doing crazy plays, and then go into ranked with them and just one trick, or as I would say, just main those characters, and then eventually you can explore into other characters and just do the same thing. Go into quick play, practice, then go back into ranked.
I have seen people with godlike aim here and absolute dogshit game sense. So in my opinion,
True.
Watch some gameplay of higher ranked people and get the game sets you need.
Yeah, and platinum, you don't necessarily need game sense to get there, but you need the aim and the game sense to get out of plat. Like, you can't have just game, like, I guess there's certain characters, like obviously you could play like, well, even like Wolverine needs aim to an extent, but you don't need crazy aim, you know what I'm saying, for like a lot of the melee characters.
Just simple stuff, like they have an enemy Psylocke that always kills your support. Just pick Bucky, wait with your team, and hook her when she tries.
Bro, Bucky is the most annoying anti-dive DPS, bro. That's like, if you have a DPS you want to get good at, just get good at Bucky. Winter Soldier, bro. He's really overpowered right now. He'll wipe out teams. If you get really good with that ult, like I said, practice and quick play, you will destroy people. You will keep them in their spawn. It doesn't matter how good they are if you are better. Like, if you understand Bucky, there's no reason you should be losing to anyone in the game. Like, there's a few people that would counter you, like, for example, shield characters are really annoying for you, but it's easy to time those. The only real shield character I think that's annoying for Bucky is Magneto. So that's the only thing that sucks, but it's not even because of his shield, it's more Like, yes, that sucks too, but it's more of because of his bubble shield, because he can save people with that. So you just kind of have to like make sure he's dead, which isn't too hard, because if their tank's dead, then you can just spam ult everyone. And then, you know, like, you want to obviously spam ult the healers first, probably. That's what I would do, but obviously it depends on the situation you're in.
To kill the support. And also, try to get into the habit of general ult tracking. Diamond, you are now a better player. You know your main and some other heroes. Now it's time to think about what goes good in a comp, like Strange and Hulk or Magic and Psylocke. Try to adapt to your team's needs, if possible. And I would encourage you to learn at least 2 more heroes for each role. Also, ult tracking becomes way more important. Let's say you play Buck.
Yeah, you can do that, but honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. As long as you know at least one character in each role, you should be fine. I personally, what I would do is I would have 2 characters in each role that you main. That's what I would do, but you don't necessarily have to do that. But I would definitely do that if you play someone like, who gets banned a lot right now? I think Hulk does. Buck, Winter Soldier. Who else is it? I feel like there's someone else I'm missing that gets banned a lot. Maybe Hela. I don't think they really ban Hela that much anymore. I haven't seen one in a while. But you get my point.
And the enemy has a Strange. If his ult always gets a team kill and you're playing Bucky, just wait with your grab till he ults and grab him out of it. Same as Luna, try to freeze him, stuff like that. These little decisions where you kill the enemy cloak with a Magneto ult or stun an enemy while in ult wins many games. GM. The biggest tip for GM is don't develop an ego. Many players here think they're the best there are, and it's easy to say that when they're not.
Never develop an ego. Like, you can acknowledge that you are good at the game, but always understand there will be someone better than you, and you should always play cautiously. Like, look at any type of media, look at any real life historical situation. Most of the time when someone thinks that they have the advantage, they get the ground lifted up from them and they get their cheeks clapped over a table. Like, that's just what's going to happen. So you just have to go in being like, these guys are the same skill level as me. And guess what? You know what? If you start clapping them and like you can feel the skill gap, then yeah, start playing more aggressive. But you should at least start each match like that. And if you start losing, like not losing, well, maybe if you start losing, but more if you start dying a lot, maybe you should then go back to being more defensive, you know?
I would just focus on your own gameplay.
Also, this cursor is goofy, man.
And try to get into the habit of learning that 40 games that you play are unlosable. You will win them regardless. 40% of your games are probably unwinnable, simply because there's a big team difference. But there's 20% of games where you make the absolute difference. Try to stay positive. And my biggest tip is...
well, you can also be the reason you lose too. It's not just your team. Because like, yes, 40% of the time it's the team's fault, but guess what? Maybe you're part of that 40% sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Demoralize the enemy team. And yes, this might sound weird, but spawn camping tilted players is just such a big tip in GM. Let's say,
oh yeah, that's why, like I said, Winter Soldier, guys. Get good as Winter Soldier if you like DPSing. You will win games just off mental.
Your teams are pretty even, but the enemy Moon Knight is 4-8. When you win a team fight, or at least think this fight is gonna be won, you kill the enemy Moon Knight and another one goes down, just go to the spawn and try to kill their Moon Knight again. After some time, the enemy team will get demoralized, look at their Moon Knight stats and be like, yo Moon Knight, why are you 4-12? Even though we had like 3 team fights. And they're gonna tilt and they're gonna report him and stuff like that, and basically the whole match is done. Try not to throw in the process, so if you kill the Moon Knight and the team fight is not won, don't go to the spawn and spawn camp him, then you lose the team fight and your team will be like, yo Psy, what did you do? You left the team fight and stuff like that. So try to develop a game sense where you know the enemy team fight is gonna be won and just go to the Moon Knight. You can pretty much see this example even in Celestial in my last video, where the enemy team just started throwing because one of their players just completely got destroyed. Also, as a counterpart, try to get into the habit of not staggering, simply because your stats may not mean that much in-game, but they...
For those who don't know what staggering means, it means when you go one, it can, well, I think it means 2 things technically, but when you go one in at a time and, you know, you keep dying and you don't fight as a team. Like, or even I think staggering technically also is when you go into a team fight and you don't have your full team, I believe. But I know it's definitely when you go one by one. or even 2x2. You know what I mean? Basically, you're not going in as a full team. So yeah, make sure you're not doing that. Also, another big tip for a lot of you guys need to use your freaking ults, because none of you use your ults, none of you group up with the team, and none of you use your crowd control to the best of your ability. You need to do these things. And I feel like there was one more thing you guys need to do if you guys want to get better at the game. I feel like I'm missing something. That'll come back to me.
Demoralize your team insanely. And lastly, Celestial. This is my rank and I'm currently Celestial 3. I think in this rank you need 2 or 3 heroes where you're insanely good at, and you should be able to flex to almost any hero in the game. This rank is still pretty toxic and the camping strat might still work, but generally players in this rank have a pretty good game sense.
Oh, you guys need to calm. That's a big one, even if you're just pinging.
Mechanical sense, so spawn camping them up to 2 or 3 times probably won't work. They will switch to a counter or just wait and spawn till they see you. What often helped me get out of Celestial 3 to Celestial 2 and other people in my friend list that have gone from Celestial 3 to Eternity is counterplay. If they play Moonlight, play Psylocke. If
yep,
they play
that's another
really
important
good Jab,
one.
go for Namor and stuff like that. Just simple things, but these things can only be
abusing team ups is really good in this game too.
Applied if you can play every hero to a really good level. Also, a big tip is oftentimes the rest of the team is doing okay, but one person is carrying them. By just focusing this player and even solo ulting them, the enemy team is going to get demoralized, he's going to tilt and say that his team is bad, and you win many more games. For all other ranks like Eternity and One Above All, I can't really say much since I've not been there. In Season 0 I was like 2 points away from Eternity, but still that's like the new Celestial. I'll hope to make a follow-up video where I just cover the ranks of Celestial to One Above.
That was a great video by Jutu. You know, make sure you subscribe and like to his channel. It'll be in the description below, so make sure to check out his channel and all that fun stuff. Make sure to like and subscribe here too. Comment below what you guys thought about this video. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys think any of this stuff was helpful? You know, do you guys have any advice to give to me or to anyone in the comments? Would be appreciated. You know, we're all just trying to get good at the game and rank up, right? But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.